tonight, the Power of Poison exhibit at the Grand Rapids Public Museum.
Many interesting formations can be found along the lakeshore, southwest Michigan, but some of them last a little bit longer than others.
One of these formations are mysterious, and they are sand sculptures that can sometimes form in our beaches. Meteorologist Michael Behrens joins us now to explain why these wonders happen. They're beautiful.
Yeah, they are absolutely just almost otherworldly looking. These were spotted at Holland State Park by the Michigan DNR last week, and these sand sculptures pop up and they don't last very long. That's because the process that forms them is only temporary, and if you don't see them while they're out there, your chance is pretty much gone. So first off, what are these sand sculptures called? Well, they are called sand hoodoos, and that is named after the rock formation that you see there on the left. That is a hoodoo rock formation, and those sand sculptures look very similar to those, thus the name sand hoodoos. Now, these form in cold temperatures and strong winds. So let's talk a little bit about the process that forms these. First, you need to head over toward the lakeshore on the beach. We'll get a little closer down to the water, and what happens here is as water flows onshore, of course, that soaks down through the sand. When the temperatures are cold, some of that water freezes with the sand. So you kind of get these sand clumps that are forming under the surface as that ice builds up and sort of locks the sand in place. As the water recedes, the frozen sand is still there. And at this point, the hoodoos have already formed, but we don't see them yet. What we need next is another ingredient. That's the strong winds that come across the sand. This is going to dislodge and remove any loose sand from the frozen sand. And as a result, those hoodoos rise up out of the beach, and they look spectacular if you do get the chance to see them. But like we said, they are only temporary because the wind that helps reveal the hoodoos can actually topple them over and just sort of crush them back down into the beach. And of course, since these are formed with frozen sand, as soon as the temperatures get above freezing, these guys will melt and you'll never even know they were there. So if you do get to see them, make sure you take a photo and send it to us here at 13 on Your Side.